Yeah, I was really thankful for the crowd today. I think that they willed us to get over the hump. They were great. They pumped energy into us. We've been talking about playing through adversity. I thought we did a better job of playing as a team, sharing the basketball at times in spurts. Beginning of the game, into the game when it mattered and we needed it, we shared the ball. But again, proud of the mindset of the team. Again, I think the crowd really helped, and we got to be able to do that on the road in a few days.
Good questions for Alyssa and Talaysia. We'll start with Cora and then Maria.
This is for both players, but in the third quarter when Florida took the lead, you guys then went on a 9-0 run to take the lead back. Just felt like kind of a grit and resilience that we hadn't seen a ton of yet. Just what do you feel like was different for you guys today? What's developed to allow you guys to have that resiliency on the court?
I say it starts in practice. We had a couple of great days in practice, just getting back into filling everything out. But having great practices like consistency, I feel like that led us to keep going in the third quarter.
Yeah, what Coop said, just having great practices, but also having maturity in practice and allowing it to translate into the game. When we are down, we didn't blink an eye, and we just kept playing.
Alyssa, you were nodding when Coach mentioned the crowd. Just what kind of an impact does that have on the players, especially if y'all mounted that comeback?
A lot. It feels good just to know that we have a fan base that cares so much about us, and it's just great to be in this arena with all the energy. You just feed off it. You want to go play hard for them.
Cora.
Coop, in the first quarter in particular, you guys were getting out in transition, able to score a lot better in transition than we've really kind of seen yet. Just what do you feel like has helped you guys find that rhythm and get out in transition more?
Like I said, great practices. Coach Kim wants us to play in transition. So I feel like we do that a lot. And it came natural to us. We worked on that throughout the week. And I feel like if we play like that, the second, third, and fourth quarter, we'll be unstoppable. That's the best. That's probably the best basketball we had first quarter.
The next page and then Maria.
Coop, you mentioned practice. What do you think was the switch for you all in practice to put together some consistent practices, or like Alyssa said, have more mature practices?
Like Alyssa said, maturity, just holding each other accountable, playing through adversity. When things get hard, tight huddles, like running on and out the floor, and communicating. That makes a difference.
Alyssa, y'all have had some games like this where you couldn't get out of that funk once you hit it. Y'all managed to flip the switch on this one. One, how important was that? And two, what was the difference? What allowed y'all to re-seize control of that game?
Like you said, it's just another step in the right direction. I think that just stacking days in practice, listen to Coach Kim, knowing that we have to stay together. We can't have meltdowns because that's what can cost you a game. Just because you miss one box out don't mean you should miss the next 10. Next play mentality.
Go next to John, Emily Ray, and then Cora, and then Caleb.
Alyssa, you guys went through these practices all last year too. I guess why has it taken so long to, find the maturity this year, or for either player, to find that maturity in practice?
I would just say you have to be selfless. You can't be selfish. You can't get within yourself if you say you want to come here and win. So you have to put yourself aside and say it's about winning, and you have to do what it takes to win.
Exactly what Alyssa said.
Alyssa, you talk about being selfless. Coach said all week you guys have been practicing sharing the ball a little bit better. Do you guys feel like you did that better today?
I think we did. We did a good job sharing the ball, especially in the first quarter. I would say that when we did get tired, we started making silly mistakes, but it's just knowing that, hey, when we get tired, we have to run some sets more, move the ball more, and just keep a rhythm during the game.
Go to Cora, and then Caleb.
Alyssa, you guys had a pretty good night from the free throw line, and Mia going 8 for 8, making some big ones down the stretch too. Has it just been kind of a mental thing for you guys, or physical? Just what's helped you guys kind of get that on track, and also about Mia being able to hit those big ones when it wasn't her best shooting night?
Just getting in the gym and shooting them. That's it.
Alyssa, back cuts, finding open space on the court. Just kind of what led to that tonight? Is it something you saw from Florida, or something you want to be consistent with from here on out?
It's just reading the floor well, watching my whoever's guarding me. It's just a high IQ thing that I've just learned to develop over time, and I've been trying to talk with my teammates as well to let them know, like, hey, these cuts out here, you can do it too. It doesn't just have to be me. So just continue to just share knowledge.
I got something to say. Hey, shout out to Liz, man. Liz, you're a dog. Keep doing you. I love it. I'm happy for you, Liz.
Appreciate you, Coop.
All right, thank you.
And you've mentioned the word meltdown, and you've seen it this season, and it was starting to appear again, but they flipped that narrative. How good was that to see, and why do you think they did it?
I mean, to be completely honest, I do think we still had a meltdown. I just think we recovered. We didn't let the meltdown become a 22-point loss, is what we have been doing. So that, again, we have talked a lot, we have worked a lot, we have called out behaviors, we have showed behaviors, we have taped behaviors, and they knew coming in they had to play as a team, and so the goal is to now start to lessen the meltdowns and then eliminate the meltdowns, because you blow a 17-point lead. Yes, it does take mental toughness to not give up, but let's not blow the 17-point lead.
We'll go to Ryan now, and then Cora, Casey, and John.
Kim, just kind of a two-parter. First, with Jersey, just want to clarify, was she available to play tonight?
She was available. She had had the flu since she had gotten back, so hadn't put practices together.
And then Lauren kind of stepped in and played more than usual. How did you feel like she did tonight?
I thought she did well. I think defensively had some things to clean up, but played her role, hit shots. I thought she did a really good job, and we'd like to continue to get more out of her.
Kim, that 9-0 run when you guys retook the lead, I mean, Coop was obviously making some good shots, but you guys were forcing turnovers, and kind of like the first time I've seen them like really dig in and have that kind of run where they created that momentum. Just what did you like about what you saw on that stretch?
Yeah, I thought it's the typical behavior. The shots were going in, so then we wanted to press. We wanted to play harder on the defensive end, and then we got steals, and then we got scores, and so it's all connected. And so getting them, again, just continuing to mature. We got to mature quickly because SEC play, you got to be good on the road. You got to be good everywhere. But, okay, let's go get a steal when we're not hitting shots. We can do that, too.
9-0 run, just why was she able to be a spark? And I know you've wanted to get more out of her. How important is it that she was able to kind of ignite this team for her confidence moving forward?
Yeah, I think that we needed that out of her. We need her to put practices together consistently. She was also out for a couple of days during our practices with sickness, so she didn't get quite all the practices I would like her to have. But we are not very good when she is not very good.
John, Maria, Paige.
Two for you, Kim. The third quarter, I believe it was in the third quarter, the crowd got into it. You referenced it at the start.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for motivators for this team. Is that something that you hope can motivate those type of moments moving forward?
Yeah, I think the crowd did, but you got to be able to do it without a crowd. And again, I think that helped. I think it helped show that we can do it and really willed us back into it. It sparked it. We started playing with more juice because it's human nature. Once you hear a crowd go crazy, you want to give them more.
And then the same question I have for the players is, why do you think it has taken the start that you guys have had to have players step up in practice?
Yeah, I think that we have a lot of new players. You have a lot of players that it is new for them. I don't know that we have good leadership. And somebody said it, if you have players that have been here before, and we need our returners to be strong leaders. We need our returners to say, no, this happens when you play fast. This happens when you take quick shots or a lot of threes. Games go on runs. You have to be able to play through them, and we need our returners to step up and lead more for the young ones.
Go next to Maria, then Paige, Casey, and Cora.
Coach, question about two players. One, Alyssa Latham, she hasn't just turned a corner. She's like built a whole new block or something when she got around that corner. And then Mia Paldo, obviously a freshman, but she showed poise and control in this game, especially at the line. Just how vital are those two for you in SEC play?
They're huge, and we want to continue to get more out of them. I thought Alyssa's been really good since we've come back. She's put great practices together. We'd like to build it to where we can keep her on the floor for a little longer. She doesn't play outside of her role. She does her role perfectly, and I think that that's something we've talked about too, is be great in your role. And then Mia was the best defender on the floor today. She was great. She was poised. She played like a veteran. It's a big game for her. I'm sure that there are some nerves in your first SEC game. We sure hyped it up. The media has hyped it up. We really wanted to make sure that our freshmen were ready, and she really put the pressure on. She was a phenomenal defender. Hit the foul shots, but she is one that will play hard regardless, will practice hard regardless of if her shot is falling.
Closing out, I guess, the first half, there were 6 consecutive turnovers, I think, by Tennessee. Do you think part of that is either rushing yourselves, is it bad passing, and I guess the positive of that being able to kind of overcome mental lapses like that?
Yeah, I think when we get tired, we don't play together. When we get tired or frustrated at one person, then we start taking bad shots or throwing the ball to the other team. And to us, it was probably higher than that because I know that there were some bad shots taken in that run.
Casey.
Kind of going off of what you said Mia, just what impresses you the most about, as a freshman, having that sort of mentality so early in her collegiate career that no matter if her shot's falling, she can still make an impact everywhere on the court?
Yeah, I think that's big, and that's who she is every day. And you guys talk about her hitting foul shots. Every single day we get a water break in practice, she'll shoot foul shots before she gets a sip of water. So that's why we have the confidence to put her at the line. That's why we know that they're going to go in. And just like Alyssa said, Alyssa has shot well from the foul line. She will come in at night and she'll shoot her foul shots with crowd noise blaring in the background. And then you have some players that won't shoot any at all. And so again, you build the confidence. But Mia has earned the right to shoot those technical foul shots, and she gets to the rim well. And the better she is at that, obviously it's going to help everyone.
Go next to Cora, then Caleb, and Tyler.
Z looked really good on the offensive end tonight. She was really getting to the rim, always at 1-3. What did you like about her mentality on offensive end, and how important it is, her getting that many kind of looks and being a big friend to offense?
Yeah, I think she really did a great job of letting it come to her tonight, of not forcing it, not every time she touched it. She had to try to drive through gaps. She drove it when we had space. She cut. She went and got offensive rebounds. I mean, huge offensive rebounds. Like at the rim, ripping them down offensive rebounds. She was talking. She never, to me, showed any type of frustration whatsoever. And we need that out of her. Again, when she's hitting shots or she's not hitting shots, we need her to be a leader. She has done it before. She understands that she's done it at this level.
Kind of building on the rebounding, how nice was it to see the rebounding numbers, especially on the offensive glass?
Yeah, it's going to be important every single night for the rest of the year.
Tyler.
And 12 rebounds today, 3 assists too. She looked very comfortable. What are your thoughts on her performance?
Yeah, I know she didn't score the ball the way she wanted to, but I thought she was much better tonight. We had talked before the game about having her make some plays, meaning get some more assists, and she had some really good passes tonight. And I don't even know how she got some of them off, but I think that's something that you guys haven't seen from her yet, is she can pass like a point guard at her size. She can do it off the bounce. She can do it in full court. She can do it at any point in time, and she'll do it in practice, and I'll be like, sheesh, I don't know how she did that. Now, I want her to start doing that in games. Involve her teammates earlier, and then she can get it back. And then we have also talked about how we want her to average a double-double, and she's got to go get rebounds. And we've been on her about that since she's got here, and she's slowly continued to build those rebounds, and she was great. She went and ripped them down with 2 hands, and if she doesn't get the rebounds that she got, if he doesn't get the rebounds that she got, then I don't know that we get the result that we got.
Maria and then Paige.
Coach, that SEC game had a little bit of everything, where the coach and the fans seem exhausted when the buzzer finally goes off. How important is that for the newcomers to see? This is every night, like you've said.
I know.
Especially, I mean, there's no easy game. 17-point lead means nothing.
Yeah.
Now you have to go on the road, obviously. How good is it for the newcomers to see, like, this is what it is? This is not an exception.
Yeah, it's good. It helps. You see the size, the physicality. They saw success, so that was good. We just have to continue to stack games. We have to stack games early in the conference, in our conference schedule, and continue to get better there. It's describing something you can't describe, because they just get harder and harder and harder and harder, and then you do it on the road, and then you do it on a quick turnaround, and then you do it sick, and then you do it against a better opponent, and it's every single night you have to be great for 4 quarters.
You might have touched on it, but Z Spearman, and especially talking in the midweek about just her post play and the defense that she can bring you all, how important will that confidence and that toughness that she exhibited tonight be for this team?
Yeah, it's huge. We need it out of her every night. We need her to be, again, a leader and a defender and a rebounder, regardless of if she's making shots or not. She took good shots tonight, which was good to see.
No, Coach probably hasn't had a chance to look forward to much. We would take maybe one question on Auburn if anyone has one. Cora. Sorry.
Make it easy.
I mean, Auburn has played a pretty decent schedule.
Yeah.
They're a pretty gritty team. Just how good will it be maybe to have that early road test where you are getting tested again, with the ability to fight through, adversity like they did tonight?
Yeah, we have to play well on the road. I think it's a tough place to play. I've never been there, so again, we're all still kind of learning. But from what we've talked about it as a staff going into that game, it's a game where they get somebody every year. Again, they're a new team, they're learning. It's going to be a similar game like tonight where we have to be consistent, we have to play well, and we have to show that we can play well on the road.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.